welcome back. Part four of the four-part video. So this will be question four. As a reminder, I'm Laura Fox, and I am a specialist in all things LinkedIn, but I have a particular passion around using LinkedIn for employer branding, personal branding, and to use it for job seeking. So I have kind of selected some of the questions. I couldn't get to all of them. I'm so sorry about that. I couldn't get to all of the questions, so I will try to send messages to people who very kindly posted their questions in the chat that Paul Porter put up. And thank you, Paul, by the way, for doing that. It's fantastic. I will try to get to all of the ones that I couldn't address here, but I tried to select the ones that are specific to job seeking and using LinkedIn for hiring, etc., because I'm going to allow the other amazing LinkedIn specialists, Charlie and Helen, to address more of the kind of the B2B side. So I can come back to those, but for now, we're going to stick to these four questions. So, last question from me. Well, I say from me. This one is from Amanda Gardner. This one is, how do I stand out in a crowded market if I have a similar skill set to other people? So if you do have a sort of more general skill set, you're a PA, you're an administrator, you're an IT consultant, you're an HR coordinator, one of those roles that so many of us do. I was an account manager in an ad agency for years, and there's a gazillion of those in London. How do you make your LinkedIn profile stand out? And I think that is a fantastic question. I must have looked at thousands upon thousands of LinkedIn profiles in my time, and I have done thousands upon thousands of profile optimization sessions, either one-to-one or in groups with companies and individuals. And one of the kind of the biggest mistakes that I see is being too general in the language and the phraseology that's used in the profile. And that is one way that you can instantly start to stand out. So using specific language, using relevant keywords, relevant to your industry, your skill set, your qualifications, giving specific examples of things that you've done and the successes that you've had in your professional career is where I think you can really stand out. So how I would think about it is in your summary, and I talk about summary in the first video, is be specific in terms of your skills and experience, what you've done before, what you're doing now, and what you want to do. And don't use any of that general fluffy language. But then in the experience section, think about that almost like, when we go to an interview and you always get that general question, give us an example where you demonstrated X. That's a very common question, and normally we'll all go in prepared to answer that question with examples of things that we've done in our past. So I would approach the experience section on LinkedIn in exactly the same way. So in the experience section, maybe with bullet points, give 3 examples of the biggest successes that you've had in that role. So I delivered X project working with X cross-functional partners to deliver project Y on time. That's a great thing to say. What you want to be able to do is for a line manager, a hiring manager, recruiter, etc., to look at your profile and see very quickly that you are the right match for whatever it is they're trying to do. And that's a great way to stand out from the crowd. Another thing is to use rich media. So many people don't do this, and it's been a functionality that's been on the site now for probably, 3 years. So in the summary section and under each of the jobs that you can add rich media. So that's links, that's videos, that's PowerPoint presentations, PDFs, and they appear as thumbnails. And not only does it just create a more interesting look and feel for your profile, but also it allows people to engage with you and your content and you as a professional in a different way, because not everybody just wants to read text all the time. So I think that's how you can start to stand out from the crowd with your LinkedIn profile. Add rich media, be authentic in terms of the types of things that you're saying, be specific with your language. So, all that being said, that is the last of the videos. I really appreciate, the opportunity to try and give something back to the group, because I've had loads of value from the group myself. So thank you, Paul, for coming up with this great idea to do this LinkedIn week. And thanks to the Career Mum herself for setting up an amazing group. So if you want to contact me, I've given myself a little plug at the end of my videos. You can reach me for profile optimization or to talk about your own company. I mean, I've only spoken today about hiring, but I talk about marketing and sales with many of my clients. You can find me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/Laura Fox UK, or you can email me at foxlaura@gmail.com, or of course you can find me on Facebook. So have a great day, everyone. Got to go back to the 39-degree heat here. And I look forward to perhaps getting some messages from you with any questions that you may have. Thanks.